Hello again. I'm thinking neck carve next. I think what I should do is get my measuring, or maybe I should do I wonder if I should do the radius first. I don't know. Well, one of them anyway. I've got to do some of the neck. Yeah, I think I'll possibly check the thickness. Maybe take it down a bit more yet, and then get on to carving. So what I'm doing there is called the facet method. So you get your centre line there, you get your centre line here, and I'm going to carve between this line this side and this line here. Do the same on the other side, and then those flats I'll go halfway between there and halfway between there and there, and carve again. I'll put a link again, like I did the last time in one of my other videos, to Tornelli guitars. He does a quite good explanation of it. So that's the bulk of the carving. So I've done it. It's quite fat. This needs to go down more. Obviously you get carved with loops and stuff, but you get the hang just of it. It's quite quick, isn't it? You know, that's already kind of basically a neck. You know, but I says, yeah, it definitely needs more work because it's quite chunky still. You can feel it. But I think I need to think about radius in the board, and I've also got to do a lot of carving at the heel and the volute. So there's still a lot of work to do before I can say it's finished. Yeah, anyway, let's go and move on. On to radius, I think. Got the radius now. It's I've got 80 grit stuck on the block. I use the masking tape which I put on the block first, then I super glue the paper to the masking tape. If you put the paper on loose and just fold up the sides, you'll end up with a really tight radius, way tighter than you intended. So it's best to just to super glue on, trim it down. It's nice and solid. It's fixed, you know. So anyway, let's get radiusing, shall we? Don't forget to make sure your fretboard is nice and level before starting. This one had a little bit of back bow, but I do use dual action thrust rods, so it's very easy to correct. But just get yourself a straight edge and check that it's, you know, that it is nice and straight. Otherwise you'll just put a weird shape into it. I've also got this paper to save my dust. I like saving sawdust, so I can use sawdust and super glue to fill holes and things. And I'm just going to have a look at the tail end. It's looking really good. Yeah, I'm getting there. I can still see a bit of pencil line up the middle though. It's more or less disappeared down here, but it is up here. And there's a scratch in the board as well. I'm still working to get out. There was a little shallow divot somewhere around here. It was caused by the belt, the spindle sander, but that's gone now, thankfully. So anyway, crack on with this. Now then, save all this precious dust. I always save my sawdust. Like especially this sort of thing. It's so fine and lovely. There's I don't know, it's just things you can do with it. This isn't quite the same because it's kind of multicoloured a bit, but at the same time I'm sure it'll have some uses. You can use that, for instance, in spalty wood, filling cracks and things in spalty wood, because it'll just look right, basically. It'll just look good. It'll match fine with spalt and things. But yeah, look at that, it's got a nice sheen to it and everything. Feels really silky smooth. Like, I don't normally sand as high as that. I went up to 800. Yeah, so okay, happy days. What's next? So what I'm actually doing here is matching this curve to the radius of the neck. This should be a constant radius all the way up, even onto the volute. And that's kind of what gives it shape. It basically slopes up this way, slopes up that way, and then it has the curve to match the radius of the neck. And that's what you know, makes it look like it does. So that's what I'm doing just now. Just refining the shape, basically. Got nice and slim, but I can feel things like here. I can feel there's a bit of a shoulder, you know, so I'll keep working away at these sort of areas to get them just right. Another little tip, if you're an amateur like me, is get your straight edge, like so, and check. And just keep going round your neck like this, and looking for it to be straight. Because if there's any inconsistencies, you'll see them. And you go, oh, and then you can correct it. It's worth it to me. I think it's so worth correcting anything you find. Don't say to yourself, that'll do. It won't do. You know it won't do. It's worth going the extra mile because you'll just end up with a far better instrument. So just keep on going. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just going around, I'm checking straight edge. I'm taking any bits, making sure it's all nice and straight and uniform up and down the neck. Yeah, just perfecting things. Okay, so I thought bugger it and just went for it. That's kind of right though. It's kind of where it'll be. There's just a bit, it needs to come further back still. There's a bit more to take off, but I wanted to err on the side of caution because I didn't want it going horribly wrong. So yeah, now I need to take off quite a lot of meat in here. Yeah, let's get carving with the, let's get the rasp to it. Well, that's been quite a bit of work, isn't it? It's kind of getting there though. You can see the carves coming in there nicely. And obviously, yeah, I thought I'm going to start at this end. I did say earlier in the video that I was going to wait on the Iwasaki file, but I just couldn't help myself. You know, I just thought, I'm going to do it now. So yeah, I'm down to about 20 mils at the first, heading up towards about 22-ish at the 12th. But yeah, it's getting there. It's going to be a lot more carving to do up here, but I need to sort of study it more, study the jacks a bit more and work it all out. But it's already pretty good. I mean, there's right at the 24th, so the access is already really good. So I'll just be refining it from there on in. One of the things I do regarding sanding the neck after filing as well is to put my sandpaper on the radius block, because it's quite long. It can help to take out these any imperfections and things. That's what you're doing, is you get the basic carve and then you just perfect it. But I am very much an amateur, and I know what to do, but I never quite do it quite right. I like Tornelli guitars again because he explains it brilliant. But it's this thing about getting the thickness of the neck first, getting that right. I was miles off. I thought I was close, but I wasn't anywhere near close. I was away up about 22, 23 mil or something at the first and things, where I shouldn't. I should have been near like just 21 or just under. But yeah, so it's just perfecting, isn't it? But like I said, amateur. I'm learning as I go. I've never done a neck through, and I've never done a Floyd Rose. So again, but I'm very happy with the way things are going. It's progressing nicely. It's really just a lot of fiddling now. I just got to keep on just sanding and filing a little bit, just iron out all the imperfections in the neck. But yeah, I'm going to leave that here. I think that's enough for one video. It's quite a productive day. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and if you do, feel free to pop a like, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.